was maiden fair and young on the pleasant banks of Lee. No bird that in the greenwood sung was half so blithe and free. I hung their beads with flying feet, no love sang me his queen. Till down the glen rolled Sarsfield's men, having wore the jackets green. Young Donald sat on his gallant grey, like a king on a royal seat, and my heart leapt out on his regal way to worship at his feet. Oh love, had you come in those colours dressed, and would the soldiers mean? I'd lay my head on your glove and breast for the sake of your jacket green.
Well, no hoarded wealth did my love own, the good sword that he bore, but I loved him for himself alone and the colours that he wore. For had he come in England's red to make me England's queen, I would rove the high green hills instead for the sake of the Irish green.
When William stormed with shot and shell at the walls of Garryowen, in the breach of death my Donald fell, and he sleeps near the treaty stone. That breach the foeman never crossed, while he swung his broadsword keen. But I do not weep, my darling lost, for he fell in his jacket green. When Sarsfield sailed away I wept as I heard the wild call. I felt then dead as a man who slept in the fields of Garryowen, while Ireland held my Donald West. No wild sea rolled between, till I would fold him to my breast or robed in his Irish green.
My soul has sobbed like waves of woe that shattered Crimstone brave, for I buried me heart in his grave below, for his and for Ireland's sake. And I cry, make way for the soldier's bride in your halls of death, sad queen, for I long to rest by my beloved's side and wrapped in the folds of the ring.
And I saw the Shannon's purple tide go by the Irish town, as I stood in the breach by young Donald's side when England's flag went down. And now it lowers when I see the sky, a blood-red curse between. I weep, but it is not to woman's sighs nor raise her Irish green.
Oh, Ireland, says thy lonely soul, and land beats a winter sea. But
I just popped in see you all, only stay a while. I want to know how you're getting on. I want to see you smile. I'm happy to be back again and greet you big and small. Oh, there's no place else on earth quite like home's home. Donegal. Well, I long to see your smiling children standing by the door, with the kettle boiling on the hearth as I walk up the floor. And then the sea welcome free to travelers one and all. Oh, the hearts are like mountains and the homes of Donegal. I long to sit along with you and while away the night with tales of yore and fairy love beside a turf fire bright. And then the sea laid out for me, shaken by the wall. For there's rest for weary wanderers, the homes of Donegal. And so the time's come for us to part. Must bid you all adieu. For the open highway calls me back to do these things I do. But when I'm traveling on the road, your friendships I'll recall. And please God, I pray that I'll return someday to the homes of Donegal. Oh, Donegal. Pride of all, Donegal, pride of all.
You're listening to the Rebel Rebel podcast with Rory Carson. Touch of a guest stock, mission full truly Rebel Rebel, the Rory McCarson.
Well, folks, how's all doing? Welcome to another Rebel Sundays here on the Rebel podcast. Myself, Big Ro. Just at the start of the show, please excuse my throat. There definitely is a whole family or a legion of frogs living in it at the minute. I'll be lucky to get through this show today, so I'm going to try and do as little talking as possible. And for me, that's going to be very hard, folks, as you know, because I never shut up talking shit. But yeah, I picked up a bit of a bug or something over the weekend there, and I was actually doing a wedding last night, and halfway through it, the voice just went. Don't know how I got through the rest of the gig, but I did. Yeah, folks, just at the start of the show there, you see me put up the graphic there for the absolutely devastating tragedy in Creeslough there in Donegal, folks. Just heartbreaking. Thinking of everybody it's affected by it. I know there's lots of people in Donegal listen to the show. Lots of friends up there as well. So just thinking of you all, folks. I was actually sitting in the lorry on Friday heading home, and the news come through that there was some sort of explosion in a garage. That was all it was, and then nobody really knew that, like, what is it, 10 or 12 people now, it's confirmed dead, like a couple of kids and all as well. Absolutely just heartbreaking, folks. So yeah, listen, welcome along, and also welcome to anybody who's watching the show at a later date. If you're watching tonight, next week or whatever, cheers for coming back and downloading the show and having a wee watch. So we'll get a few wee comments here first, see if we all have watching the day before we'll get into the tunes. Marty Heaney, what's the crack, Marty? Our usual Spanners is on. Joseph McGow there watching on YouTube in Derry. Craigie, how do you, mate? Terry Craney, afternoon everyone from sunny Cyprus. What about sunny Cyprus? I seen you putting a picture up this morning there, Terry. Not jealous at all. Counting the days down the Tenerife, and we're going to be going very, very soon, the next few weeks. Marty Keane, how you doing, Marty? Well, Ro, what's the crack? How you doing? Patricia Clark watching on YouTube today from Massachusetts. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Martin there says, yep, just let's remember the victims of the tragedy at Creeslough today. Ciara Griffin is watching on YouTube today. Neil Costigan on Facebook. Good morning, all. Greetings from the new Cape Cod Irish Village in beautiful Highness, Massachusetts, home of the Cape Cod Rebel Fest next August. Good man yourself. Let's see. Derek Delaney. Afternoon, Rowan the gang from wet Dublin. Well, it wasn't wet as were last week, was it? So I've no sympathy for you at all. All he is over in Buddy Santa Ponzi, a joke that is. John Boy McElhenney, our resident postman from Scotland in the day. How you doing, Mick? God bless Creeslough indeed. Lee Curry is watching as well on YouTube today. James Devon McClave, just after a big feast of a breakfast there over in Birmingham. How you doing, mate? Let's see who else we have here. Right, I'm going to try and get a drink swim, and then we'll get back to a few more comments. So the first song we'll go to today, I want to do it just in case I forget. So, folks, today, the 9th of October, is the anniversary of volunteers Martin McCaughey and Desi Grew, who were ambushed there by Lockall by the SAS folks. And to be honest, they were quite renowned, these guys, because they shot two SAS in East Tyrone there, so they did, and basically the British Army came out and tried to say that the two SAS boys were killed in a car crash in Germany when they actually weren't. So say this song we're going to play here now, it's from the East Tyrone Remembers Captain Martyrs CD, and this one was written by Jerry Cunningham. I'll need to find out who this girl is who sung this here song. It's a beautiful rendition. So this is a ballad here, folks, of Martin and Desi on Rebel Sunday. So here we go.
Beside that mushroom soldiers must die for England hears us call. Volunteer Martin McCaughey, volunteer Desi Brew, who died for freedom at Loughgall. The place lies quiet and silent now, where the lads were cruelly slain. Without Desi and Martin here, things are not the same. Our hearts were filled with sorrow when the news broke all around. Black flags were raised in Auchnagar, likewise in Armagh town. We carried Martin to the graveyard, where 5 of his comrades rest. They stood and prayed for him, while slaughter stood in jest. Desi's body was carried back to his home in Owen Rahal. We laid the big fella in the ground on the hills around Ardwahal. How many of our soldiers must die for England hears us call? Volunteer Martin McCaughey, volunteer Desi Brew, who died for freedom at Loughgall. In years to come, a mother sits at a lonely vigil tea. Martin and Desi, their 2 brave sons, have gone to eternal sleep. But mothers, please be proud of them, 'cause not your hearts to call. In heaven with them are 8 great lads who died there at Loughgall. How many of our soldiers must die for England hears us call? Volunteer Martin McCaughey, volunteer Desi Brew, who died for freedom at Loughgall. Who died for freedom at Loughgall.
There's the ballad of Martin and Desi here, folks. Martin McCaughey and Desi Grew, who their anniversary is today, folks, the 9th of October. Yes, just sort of giving a wee shout out there to Shane McCrory from up in East Tyrone there, folks in Kappa, who actually sent me the original CD of that there with all those great songs. So that one there was written by the great Jerry Cunningham, who wrote Aidan McAnespy, plus a whole host of other ballads. So he did. So my wee voice seems to be coming back here now. I'm drinking like sort of real still fizzy water. It's been lying here for about a month, but it seems to be doing the job. So it does. Right, so we'll jump back to a few comments here. We'll go from the bottom up. David Staben looking for black and tans. I'm from London. Joseph McGow. Any luck yet in locating the wedding ring? Hope you get it back. Well, you see, there it is, mate. It's on there. So, did I mention this last week? I don't know if I did. So, literally, I only ever wore my wedding ring for like doing gigs the weekend or going out or something. I never worked for work during the week because it's too dangerous with no driving the lorry and hooking in the trailers and all whatever. And I'd be afraid of catching my finger, ripping my finger. So usually it just sits on top of the microwave. So the last time I had it on was when we were in Bundoran 2 weeks ago for the festival. Then last weekend went to put it on. I was doing my gig on Friday night, couldn't find it anywhere. I was like, I'll have a look for it tomorrow. Look for it on Saturday. Then I said to Laura, so she started getting very like, where the hell's your ring? Where's your ring? Where's your ring? And see this wedding ring, folks. It's not your bog standard, just wee plain band. It's like it only took me probably 3 months to find this, the one I actually wanted, because I never wear any jewellery at all. I was like, I'm going to have to wear a bit of jewellery in my hand. I want something that's nice. So I got like a real nice, unique Celtic band, white gold. So anyway, couldn't find the bloody ring. So all week, looking everywhere, tore the house apart, tore the house everywhere. And Laura's like, listen, before we claim the home insurance, you're going to have to go and search through the bins. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. So I went and done the blue bins first. Done them, then went on the black bins, and then literally the last one was like the brown bin with the green food waste bags. We must have had 12 of these bags in the bin, pulled them out. So I'm literally sitting with a mask on, rubber gloves, hooking through these bags of shite, just chicken bits and bits of absolutely disgusting. So done that, couldn't find it. We were like, listen, the ring's lost. So it is. So later that evening, we were sitting in the house. I was feeding Maeve a bottle before she went to bed. And there's a load of toys, like wee soft toys laying on the floor. And literally I sat her down on the floor, and within like 2 seconds of her sitting down, she hands me the wedding ring. And I was like, what the hell? And it was attached to one of her wee cuddly toys, with like the bit of Velcro was holding like the two wee hands together. And that's where the ring was. And madness. But I suppose everybody tells me, oh, St. Anthony, a whole load of loafs, and the amount of people text me going, Jesus lost, Jesus found, all this here. And but listen, it was found. So thank you all who were sending on me all your prayers, because I'd have been a dead man if I hadn't found that bloody wedding ring. But I found it anyway, so we're happy days, glad. Right, let's see. So we're doing our song here next for a young man called Jack, okay, from Tipperary. So I put on Facebook there on Friday that it's Friday morning, I was sitting at work on counting the days down to Tenerife, and then Jesus, who was it text me? I'm trying to remember here now. Potty Cohen from the Rebel Hearts texts me and says, Jesus here, when are you in Tenerife? We're going a few weeks as well. So he told me, and I said, listen, well, no, we'll be away by the time you arrive. He's like, oh crap, it would have been good to see you and all. So Potty does this work with special needs kids. So he does, and so he's in the bus. So he sent me a voice note with this young man. If anybody's know me, I do not do text. Don't send text. I just do voice notes back and forth. Annoy some people. Some people like it. Some people really don't like it. But that's all I do. I just can't be annoyed texting. So I send voice notes. So I sent him a voice note. Sends me one back, and this young man Jack says, "Oh, Ro, love the show and all. Thanks." But he said, "Will you play a song for me on Sunday?" So he was looking for the Rebel Hearts, of course, Galdy Mountain Boy. So I says I'll play it at the start of the show for him. So this one is especially for young Jack from County Tipperary. One of the guys who's on the bus, he'd stay with Potty. Potty, you're a great man for the work you do. So fair play to you. So we go. This is the Galdy Mountain Boy, folks, from Rebel Sundays with from the Rebel Hearts.
Sean, my land,
Yeah, sound of the Rebel Hearts are folks with the Galtly Mountain Boys. We play for young Jack from Tipperary. I see a few people saying there about the sound, folks. Hold on a second. I wish you'd had a set up tonight. I didn't touch nothing. So I didn't. Somebody said, "Oh, whatever you touched there, it's done the job." But I literally didn't touch anything. So I don't know what. So has it been bad the whole way from the start of the show? Been really like blurry or what? Or what? I don't know what the hell was wrong. What the settings is or what's going on? I don't know. My apologies, folks, if the sound isn't what it normally is. Let's see. Whatever you press there. My man just texted me, "Your singing isn't helping them frogs." I'm not singing, buddy. How can you hear me? I'm not even bloody singing. What the hell? If you were a good mother, you'd bring me up some bloody honey and lemon or something, so you would get this bloody cleared up. It was like the bass was too high or very crackly. I don't know what the hell. We'll play the next song and see. Hopefully it's a bit better. But say I haven't done nothing yet, so I haven't. So I don't know why. I think maybe what has happened there. In second, I think the main volume was up too high, so it was maybe. Just a minute. Yeah, I think the main volume was up too high. So it was. So hopefully that's it sorted now. I've turned it down a wee bit, so I have. So hopefully that's it. Right. So obviously I've been playing a load of songs, folks, from the Ribs from for Hope CD. That one there, with the Galtly Mountain Boys. Another song was on. I'm going to do now. There's a mural up the street from me, folks. You have froze. I haven't froze. Have I just frozen on YouTube or Facebook or what? This show's going well today, isn't it? Yeah, so there's a mural up the road from me, folks, of a young girl, Julie Livingstone, who was murdered with a plastic bullet. So she was. Obviously, so there's a song not written by Marty Higgins, but it's I chose his version of it for the album. So during the week there, obviously drive past the mural every day. It's been getting all sort of tatty and like, washed out and whatever. So I think the family basically says they want to get the mural touched up. So I'm going to show you just a wee before and after picture here of it. So this is the mural before it was done last week. So it was, as you can see. So this here is just up the street from me. So it is obviously the Stolen Child, lovely wee poem there. So they contacted Marty Lyons and Mickey Dock, two phenomenal mural artists here in West Belfast. And obviously they're up. I seen them, they're touching it up and obviously a bit of scaffold and all and stuff. Then they were rained off for a few days, but the mural was finished yesterday, so it was an absolutely beautiful, the way it's just with an extra bit of paint can do. So this is the finished mural, touched up, absolutely fantastic. So well done there to Marty Lyons and Mickey Dock, who were up here in London over the last couple of days, battling the weather conditions to get the mural finished. And your share, I think the Saydad House is one of her sisters, maybe lives in it, maybe. Not sure. But listen, so we're going to do a song there. A song called Plastic Bullets. It is on my album, Revs for Hope, sung by Marty Higgins. And it highlights, obviously, the cases of Julie Livingstone and Carl Ann Kelly. So it does. So here we go. This is Marty Higgins, folks, from Rebel Sundays with Plastic Bullets.
In 1973, the British Army introduced a non-lethal projectile into the north of Ireland. 17 people have now been murdered by this non-lethal projectile, 7 of whom are innocent children. Robin Dunwoody has wrote this song in memory of 2 of the young children who were murdered when returning from the shops with groceries for their family, friends and neighbours. No British soldier or organisation has ever been charged with the brutal murder of these 2 young children. Carl Ann Kelly, 12 years of age, Julie Livingstone, 14 years of age. On Belfast streets, I've heard it said, shooting little children dead. Second lives hardly begun. Plastic bullets from their guns. won't be kept down easy. We will not be still. We won't be kept down easy. After all, you're maimed and killed. Young Caroline, 12 years of age, shut down by Brits in a bloody rage. Julie Livingstone as well fell victim to their plastic hell. We won't be kept down easy. We will not be still. We won't be kept down easy. After all, you're maimed and killed. They tried to drag us from our streets by taking lives too young and sweet. Do they not know they'll not be beat? Their violence is their own defeat. We won't be kept down easy. We will not be still. We won't be kept down easy. After all, you're maimed and killed. They tried to make us toe their line by using every type of crime, but freedom won't be terrorized, nor freedom struggle criminalized. We won't be kept down easy. We will not be still. We won't be kept down easy. After all, you're maimed and killed. In Belfast streets, I've heard it said, they're shooting little children dead. They're taking lives hardly begun with plastic bullets from their guns. We won't be kept down easy. We will not be still. We won't be kept down easy. After all, you're maimed and killed. We won't be kept down easy. We will not be still. We won't be kept down easy. After all, you're maimed and killed. After all, you're maimed and killed.
Son of Marty Higgins there, folks, with the ballad there of Plastic Bullets, especially in memory of Julie Livingstone and Caroline Colley from Lennoxtown, folks. Just as you can see the picture here on the screen, this lovely mural was been done this week by Marty Lenz and Mickey Dock. So fair play. I'll just show the before and after again of it, so you can see how the difference in the picture within a couple of days. So this was the first one. It was there last week. As you can see, it was pretty sort of well weathered and stuff, and like after a few years, and the lads come up, and this is the finished mural. Absolutely beautiful. So well done. Some talent here in West Belfast, especially with the mural artists. Right, let's see. So big shoot with mass. Just put up a packet of Hall Soothers. So hopefully they do the trick and get this here frog in with Thoten. It's very, very sharp. I have to say, folks, very sharp. Hopefully the sound is working a bit better now. Marty had still said, it's very blurry still, but then other people are saying, no, it's grand. The sound's still okay. Let's see. Jason Manzak, morning from Canada. Brilliant once again. Cheers, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Derek Daly, happy Sunday, Macara. Bit of Stefan Henry Joy. Let's see. Joseph McGuy says there was a similar mural on the Bogside to a young girl called Annette McGalvin. Is it? The same thing happened to her coming home from school. Joseph Agnew wrote, thanks for the song from my sister last Sunday, Carol Ann. 2 kidneys out. She's back home. Still a lot to get sorted, but on the right ways. God bless you. Cheers, mate. I hope she's doing good. So Marty's just saying the music sounds fine to me. I think it depends where it's being played from. Right, Richard Collins, he's talking there about Judy Livingstone. She was a good girl, always smiling. Actually, because somebody put this here up on the Landon Memories Facebook page yesterday, and just seen lots of comments, and the amount of people obviously saying, I can still remember this day they're happening, such heartbreak and all, and like, just I couldn't imagine. I mean, just obviously thinking, being a father now of 2 young daughters, like, and like Josie's 8, and like for something out there to happen, it'd just be your worst nightmare. Like, I can't fathom something like that happening, and obviously being so brutal as well. Like being your child being murdered with a plastic bullet, like, and terrible, like, so it is. But so many people, especially here in Belfast and all the north, it's happened to, and no, still nothing done for the families yet. Feed the bear. What's the crack, mate? Honey, lemon and peppermint tea roll. I'll sort you. Right, Kate, you know the crack. Get up now with a cup of honey, lemon and peppermint tea. Have you any in your cupboard? Jesus, who the hell has honey, lemon and peppermint in their bloody cupboard? Let's see. It was the... Right, so as everybody's just saying here about the sound, so hopefully it's a bit more sorted now. So it is... I think that's everybody's all the requests and shout-outs are done. So, folks, anybody else, any requests you have, any tunes you want to hear, let me know. I'll get them on for you. Say we're here to 4 o'clock this afternoon, and I say if I'm going today playing more music than doing talking, which I'm sure you'll be glad about, my apologies, but say this throat is just done, and I still have to work all this week, so do. So it mightn't be very good with no voice for working tomorrow. So right, next tune we're going to do is a bit of Emer, who's again living the high life. She was over there at playing, I think it was last night, was it, in Orkney Islands, doing a gig with the great Jackie McNamara. Her and coach were up. Obviously she's over in Germany during the week for the Leipzig match, and a big shout out to Shay Doolan. Seen his videos for me, he just stole the show, like, so he did. And again, what about Big Jack and Macus yesterday? I was literally couldn't see the match yesterday because I had the kids out with me, and so we were down in Boucher Road, this bloody Smith's toy place, coming out, and it was 1-0 right in the match. Then I had the basically the screen on my phone with the goal alerts. Then they come up again, 1-0, 93rd minute, and like, Jesus Christ, that's all we need. And literally you can just see all these Rangers fans with their statuses ready to go up. And then 97 minutes, big Jack O'Macus, number 7, bang, bush. But a big shout out to James McCarthy. The run he made to get that ball in, fair play to him. And burn the bat as well with that cross. So fair play to his lads. Like, them 3 points at the end of the season might come in so handy. And it's just all what Alan says. We don't stop. We'll stop at half time, we'll stop at the end of the match, but we don't stop during the match. If the others want to stop, fair play to them, we'll capitalise on it. And yesterday again, 97th minute. Amazing. Right, so this is a bit of humour. We're going to have our album, A Thorn in England's Side. And this is an hour song our dad, Jerry, wrote. And let's see, what was this one called again? Around my head. I had it lined up. Yeah, Shoot to Kill. Here we go.
Of the morning, 3 Strabane lads they did die, fighting for their homeland. Freedom was their cry. 2 of them were brothers, David and Michael Devine, along with Charles Breslin. Oh Lord, to them be kind. What they got was British justice. It's plain for all to see. Orders straight from Thatcher, shoot to kill the policy. All 3 of them were members of the West Tyrone Brigade, and they died that morning with their rifles and grenades. They had no chance to use them on that accursed day, for undercover soldiers blasted their young lives away. What they got was British justice. It's plain for all to see. Orders straight from Thatcher, shoot to kill the policy. What grief for these 2 families, their hearts so filled with pain, to see their sons go out that night and not return again. For the cause that we did cherish, their sad parting had to be. They died for their homeland, and so we all might be free. What they got was British justice. It's plain for all to see. Orders straight from Thatcher, shoot to kill the policy. Charlie too, and Michael, we have lost you at the age of 22. You were such a champion down in that snooker hall, but you played your last frame when you answered Ireland's call. What they got was British justice. It's plain for all to see. Orders straight from Thatcher, shoot to kill the policy. There is a lonely graveyard not far from their homes. That's a final resting place for these lads from West Tyrone. They've gone to join their comrades, Harry, Devon, Midland and Tone. May God be with you always, oh the lads from West Tyrone. What they got was British justice. It's plain for all to see. Orders straight from Thatcher, shoot to kill the policy. What they got was British justice. It's plain for all to see. kill the policy.
Yep, so an email there, folks, with Shoot to Kill. It's another song written by their legend, their dad, Jerry Glacken. That's off Emer's album of Thorn Dingling Side. Folks, this is Rebel Sundays on the Rebel podcast. Myself, Big Ro. If you're watching the show on Facebook today, please share the stream for me as usual. Share it on any Celtic groups, Rebel groups, Irish groups. Share it on your friends and family if you can. If you're watching the show on Twitter, please retweet the stream. And I'd say Twitter has been very, very amusing over the last 2 days in particular. Just watching Jamie Brayson going in the meltdown. It's very, very funny. He's just imploding. So he is. So it's great just to get notifications every 5 minutes that he's tweeted. So he has just see what shit he's spurting now. But yep, this is what happened. Jamie, put your trust in the DUP, and this is what's going to happen to you, son. They're going to turn their back on you. Let's see. This computer is very, very slow today, so it is. Let's see. Flan Column says, any chance of the two Bretons role, please? Let's see. Joseph, so he says, yeah, he'll row. Family going through a wee bit of hard time at the minute. Our granddaughter has tumours or lesions tests getting done. Alana's her name, only 5 tomorrow. Drill through her skull in Spain for the right treatment. Jesus Christ, mate. Oh, so sorry to hear it there. That's hard to go through. So it is like. So thoughts to all your family, mate, and your wee granddaughter Alana, and her parents going through that there. Really, really heartbreaking to go through, mate. Sorry to hear it there. Famcom says, yep, best account on Twitter. He's commonly go, I don't know, like it's like literally his phone must just permanently be in charge. Because I think even yesterday, the DUP conference was on, and every 5 seconds there was a tweet coming through. I don't even know if he was even there or not. He probably was there, so he was like, but he's a balloon, like definitely a balloon. Right, so who was looking for Rocky Road to Dublin? Let's see, where are you? We'll do this here nice. Somebody asked for it. Right, so Gary Sharvin, how you doing? Gary over there in the US of A. Looking for the Rocky Road to Dublin, not a problem. Let's go do this here. Another one from Gary Oak. We'll start the show off with Gary Oak, but obviously that was the home to Donegal, especially for the victims of the Creeslough tragedy. So I'm going to mention them in a minute because I just got to think through there now. They've all been named. I think it just brings home, folks, of the severe tragedy. So I'm going to put a few more graphics up on the screen once this next song's finished. But so Gary, this one's special for you. This is Gary Oak from his album recorded live in Australia. The album I Believe in You. Gary's back on tour again in November over to Australia. So if anybody's over there, get yourselves a few tickets and go to it. It'll be a class gig. So Gary, this one's for you. This is Gary Oak with the Rocky Road to Dublin.
Maybe you can stomp your feet and club along with this one, huh? Well, in the merry month of June, from my home I started, left the girls so nearly broken hearted. So let that father dear kissed me darling mother dry a pint of beer, me grievance here's this mother. Then up to reap the corn and leave where I was born. Can I start like Thorn to Bonnie's close to Dublin? And a brand new pair of brogues around the box, frightened all the dogs on the Rocky Road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the hair and turn it on the Rocky Road all the ways to Dublin. Whackful da-dee-da. Well, and Mullen got the night arrested, and so we restarted by daylight next morning late. And Harry took a drop of the pure to keep me heart from sinking. That's the putty's cure when Harry's on the drinking. To see the lasses smile laughing all the while, and me curious style would set your heart a bubbling. He asked if I was hired the wages I required, till I was almost tired of the Rocky Road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the hair and turn on the Rocky Road all the ways to Dublin. Whackful da-dee-da. Well, in Dublin next the ride that thought it such a pity to be seen the pride of view of that fine city to a little stroll among the quality. Me bundle it was stolen that neat locality, and something crossed me mind. Then I looked behind the bundle, I could find a palmy stick a wobbling, inquiring farther up. They said me Connacht Bro wasn't much in vogue on the rocky road to Double on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the hair and turn down the rocky road all the ways to Double on. Wonderful da-dee-da. Well, the boys in Liverpool, when we safely landed, called myself a fool. I could no longer stand it. Blood began to boil. Temper I was losing. Pearl there and trail. They began abusing. Around me so said I miss you lately. I'll advise some Galway boys combined. They saw that I was hobbling. With the lads array joined the fray. Quickly cleared the way for the rocky road to Double on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the hair. Turn on the rocky road all the ways to Double on. Wonderful da-dee-da. Well, in the merry month of June, from my home I started, left the girls until nearly broken hearted. So left the father dear, kissed me dad and mother drank a pint of beer, making the tears to smother. Then up to Rick the corner lever I was born, and I stepped like far to Bonnie's close to Dublin. A brand new pair of brogues are all down the box, waiting all the dogs on the rocky road to Double on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the hair and turn down the rocky road all the ways to Double on. What full da-dee-da.
Thank you. Yeah, sort of fantastic Gary Ogar, folks, with the Rocky Road to Dublin, especially for Gary Sharvin. So it is. Right, get back to the main screen here. 2 seconds. There we go. Yeah, folks, we're here at 4 o'clock. So any more requests you have, let me know, and we'll get them on for you this afternoon at some stage. Say if I haven't got them on, just put it back in the comments section again, and I will get it on for you at some stage this afternoon. So just obviously flicking through their Facebook, got a few notifications and stuff. So we were talking about the tragedy at Creeslough at the start of the show. So obviously the 10 people, local people, have been named by the Garda. And when you think of it, I seen a stat there last night. The Creeslough only has I think it's 400 people living in it. And when you think 10 people from that community have lost their lives, that's just heartbreaking. So I got the graphics here on the screen of them all. It's just it's terrible. I'm just going to put them up here so you can see. So obviously there was 2 parents and children. This is the first one here. Then so it was. I'll just go to the banner so you can see the names of them. Yeah, Richard Garvey, he's 50, and then his daughter, right there, Shauna Flanagan Garvey, 5 years old, folks. And this here, mother and son, Catherine O'Donnell and her son James Monaghan. James Flaherty, 48 years of age. Hugh Kelly, 59. Martina Martin, 49. Leona Harper, 14 years of age, folks, 14. Absolutely heartbreaking. Jessica Gallagher, 24. And then Martin McGill, who's 49, folks. Just again, I'll just put this up here today, thinking of all the families and friends of all the deceased folks in Creeslough who passed away in that. There, a terrible gas explosion on Friday there. Just it doesn't fathom thinking about that they're happening, folks. One of your family members, especially saying such a small place, the size of Creeslough or in Donegal, it's just crazy. So it is. Back to a few comments. Let's see. Yep, heartbreaking stuff altogether. Bro, any chance of playing My Youngest Son Came Home Today? I think you asked me to play it before. Who sings that one there, Marty? Terry says, Damien Quinn, please, for Rob's 60th this Tuesday. And belated birthday celebrations to Elaine, Marty's wife. I don't know if I wish happy birthday or not on Facebook the other day, Elaine. If I didn't, apologies, but happy birthday. Hopefully Marty spoiled you, or he found out there now that he bought you a Christmas card instead of a birthday card. Ray Callahan, hello Rowan the gang, how you doing, Ray? What's the crack? John Boy McElhenney, he's looking at a song from Podgy's album. Right, I'll have a wee look. So I will. Anne-Marie Barkley, is watching from God's country. Craigie was looking for Che Guevara's on the road again. Today's is his anniversary. Didn't know what there. Yep, I'm going to try and dig out that wee classic one there from Cruncher. It's a live one, but it's class. So it is. Just him and some guy with a board on. Absolutely brilliant. So we'll see if we can find that there on YouTube. I'll get that on. So we'll admit, not a problem. Let's see. Break your heart seeing their faces. Yep, definitely just really brings home to it. Right, next song we're going to do here from Krista Coyle. Our good friend Krista, a good friend of the show, who is, I think, more or less based back in Derry again now, but she's going back and forth to Scotland the odd time with Tony. Go do a song for her album from the Streets of Free Derry, and this is the Ballad of George and Pop.
On the slopes of the Cregan, one morning in May, four lads left their base with hearts young and gay, and their cause was for freedom. It's the cause of the night, and that foreign oppressor we went to defy. And while patrolling our streets, and they met with the foe, and with guns at the ready, our lads had to go. And so we'll raise up our hands, and we'll curse that British land who torments the very hearts of men, and you dared to cross their path. But my heart is broken too. Won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our George and Pop, and they'll not stop me and you. For the police, it went silent as the shooting died down. Two young lads, they lay dead on the streets of our town. And that's another 2 lives lost for the ongoing fight. And in Derry were mourned in that fateful night. And so we'll raise up our hands, and we'll curse that British land who torments the very hearts of men, and it dared to cross their path. But my heart is broken too. Won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our George and Pop, and they'll not stop me and you. And now Georgie and Pop, and they lie cold as stone. They died fighting for Derry, their own native home. And so always remember, and don't ever forget, they died fighting for Ireland, and we all be dead. And so we'll raise up our hands, and we'll curse that British land who torments the very hearts of men, and you dared to cross their path. But my heart is broken too. Won't you tell me what to do? They couldn't stop our George and Pop, and they'll not stop me and you. They couldn't stop our George and Pop, and they'll not stop me and you.
Krista Coyle, folks, with the ballad of Georgian Pop on Rebel Sundays from Krista's album From the Streets of Free Derry. This is Rebel Sundays, folks, and myself, Big Row, multi-streaming today live on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. So if you're watching the show on Twitter, please give us a wee retweet. If you're watching on Facebook, please share the stream if you can. Share it around far and wide if you want. Any group sharing you're part of. If you're on YouTube as well, you can copy and paste the link, folks, and send it at the end of your contacts or put it on your social media pages. They say, I would advise people to go onto the YouTube page and basically like and subscribe it. So this means if you're watching on Facebook, sometimes the show will get cut off for certain songs midway through. But with YouTube, it stays on the whole way. I know there is, James is going to say, I like using Facebook for the comments and all, which is each of their own, no problem. But just think YouTube, if you want to watch the show without any interruptions, YouTube is the best place for it. So it is. Right, yeah, so I was looking there, Craigie, for the Glasnevin version of Che Guevara. I can't find it, so I can't, but yeah, I'm going to do the Cruncher one here, because it is live and raw, and it's just, there's a video here on YouTube, that Cruncher recorded in Cambodia, so he did, with us here, with this guy, and he has like this wee, like, Cambodian, like, shirt on. It's very, obviously getting into the spirit of the locals, so he is, but this is a tribute to the late great Brian Moore, so this, who obviously Cruncher was very, very close to, done a lot of work for over the years, so he did, and Marty just says, well, yeah, it was great to see Cruncher getting out to the Christy Moore concert there during the week. Yeah, fantastic. Good to see him getting out from his home anyway. Out and about and getting to do things. So yeah, we'll do this here. So the day is the anniversary of Che Guevara. So we'll go do this. Say this is a live and raw version. It's not studio quality. Basically, it's just Cruncher singing and a guy with a board on. It's recorded in a garden somewhere in Cambodia. So it is of what he was doing over there, I have no idea, but I don't know. But yeah, so the day on the anniversary of Che Guevara, here we go. This is the brilliant Terry Cruncher O'Neill with Che Guevara's on the road again.
All right, folks. It's Rowan. You know me, Cruncher. If you're on this side, you know who I am. I'd like to do a wee tribute. I'm away, we're away on tour in Cambodia, and we're at the Elephant Terrace. Yeah. And I just want to say farewell to my friend. He was buried 2 years ago, and Slán Levacardia, Slán Lev. What a genius. Where you go, bro? Here was a guy who's built by the task. He was one of the best you've ever seen. He'd Spanish blood, he'd a touch of Basque, and wouldn't you know he did a drop of the green. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, Che Guevara's on the road again. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, oh Che Guevara's on the road again. Argentina's such a mighty fine life, but a little Che Guevara, you've got his bed. Living in a world of trouble or strife, and you're serving your time at the medical tread. Got the sound of the motorcycle in the glen, hot Che Guevara's on the road again. Hear the sound of the motorcycle in the glen, Che Guevara's on the road again. 500, take him out of town, gone and see how the world really lies. Poverty grinding the peasant down, oh the motorcycle journey turned it up in his eyes. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, Che Guevara's on the road again. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, and Che Guevara's on the road again. Who was this guy, Che Guevara? Everywhere you'll hear his cry. He leads his men into Santa Clara. This is a name that will never die. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, of Che Guevara's on the road again. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, of Che Guevara's on the road again. Every day learning more and more, come the day he meet Fidel. He's sailing towards Cuban shore, he's gonna give Batista hell. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen of Che Guevara's on the road again. Hear the sound of the motorcycle in the glen, Che Guevara's on the road again. Whoa. Bolivia spreading the word of the CIA, they want him gone. They swear they'll stop his voice being heard, kill the man, but the dream lives on. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, of Che Guevara's on the road again. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, Che Guevara's on the road again. He was a guy just built for the task. He was one of the best you've ever seen. He had Spanish blood, he'd a touch of Baskin, and you know he did a drop of the green. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, Che Guevara's on the road again. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, Che Guevara's on the road again. Yeah. Sung on the motorcycle in the glen, Che Guevara's on the road again. Slam, Brian. Slam.
There you go. Sort of Cruncher and Ronan as well. Big up with Ronan. Ronan on the board on there. Phenomenal. That's just blew me here. So that was Terry Cruncher Neil with a dedication to his friend Brian Moore. Obviously was buried while Cruncher was over in Cambodia at the time that was recorded. So it was so yeah, today is Che Guevara's anniversary, folks, the 9th of October. So it is. So that's for Craig get one. This is Rebel Sundays here, and please excuse the frogs in my throat. It's some kind of bug or whatever the hell I have. So if you hear rattling or whatever it is, I'm trying to suck these bloody sweets, these soothers, to try and soothe whatever gack is down there. It's very sharp, but so it is. So I'm sure that's all you wanted to hear in it. So you might have seen the ad I put up there, folks, during the last song. So it's not going to be long till this kicks in. 2 months now, I think it is, folks. So for the end of the year fans night out at the Rock Bar in Belfast, featuring Clover from County Limerick, who are coming all the way from Limerick, folks. And this is also going to be their official launch night for their CD that they recorded live in the PD at last year's Big Fans Gathering. So if anyone want your hands on the CD and you're in Belfast on this date, you need to get here. Doors open 10 o'clock, folks. Doors open 8 o'clock, and it's a tenner admission. So you can buy tickets online. There was 4 or 5 actually bought tickets, more from Glasgow coming over. So great to see so many people from Glasgow and England coming over for the gig. And also Big Johan from Sweden is going to make an appearance. So great to see him coming over. Lots of people from Belfast, all over the north and from the south coming. So we haven't got a sell out yet, but it's going to be. So you can't pay at the door on the night. It's 10 around, folks. So on the night it's going to be Clover, and then local lad Kieran Mack. Kieran's going to be starting things off, and then going to be doing a bit of a DJ set throughout the night as well for you, folks. So that's going to be the annual night, end of year Big Fans night out at the Rock Bar on Saturday the 3rd of December. So make sure, I want to see you there. If you're in Belfast on that date, get yourself to the Rock Bar. It's only a tenner in. That's going to be a class gig, so it is. So it'll be your chance to go and get yourself a copy of Clover's latest live CD that they recorded last year's Big Fans Gathering. So I've already played a few songs from it. The album is more or less finished now. It's just like a final mix. But from what I've heard, it's a phenomenal album with the crowd and all cheering stuff all the way through it. Very good, brilliant. Right, so we're going to do a song by Alan Quinn now. Good friend from Shebeen. He bought an EP about 2 years ago, 5 or 6 songs on it. I've just I think these were previously released songs that he's just put on. Try and sort of maybe raise a few quid for himself. This was released during COVID. Obviously the band wasn't working and stuff, so hard times for a lot of musicians. So it was it's Alan Quinn, folks, from his album Raise Up Our Hands. This is Death Before Revenge.
Call me what you will, don't tell me what they're saying, for tomorrow it brings a new wind and the rain has gone away. Within these walls I see the sun shine o'er the hill, down into the valleys and amongst the daffodils. When this war is over and I see your face again, then I will tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. Here we starve in prison to support our fellow men, with only a woolen blanket and a crucifix in our hands. Bitter screws harass and give us hell, our spirit they cannot break. Hold your chin up, lad, keep marching on, we don't think she'll leave it so late. And when the war is over and I see your face again, then I will tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. Oh, Bobby was the first to go, and Francis close behind. Our people streamed onto the streets, to have faith was not a crime. Faith is what those men had when they chose to join the fight. Our actions are political, can't that bastard see it we're right? And when the war is over and I see your face again, then I will tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. The days rolled by and two more died, O'Hara and McCreesh. But Thatcher chose to bite her lip, the toil was not to cease. Our barricades, they went up by day, and the bullets, they hung by night. How much longer can they take this path? There's still no end in sight. And when the war is over and I see your face again, then I will tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. It's a dreadful thing that these men have joined the ranks of martyrs brave. It's 10 too many coffin nails, it coldly to their grave. Oh, and if they only realize, and Thatcher mark as well, 'cause they are 10 more determined reasons just to break out of this hell. And when the war is over and I see your face again, then I will tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. Oh, Harroguse, McCreeshan Sands, Doherty and Lynch, McDonald, Hurst and Divine.
It's Alan Quinn there, folks, from his album Raise Up Our Hands. That is Death for Revenge. This is Rebel Sundays, folks, from myself, Big Row, here to 4 o'clock this afternoon. Any more requests, folks, get them in. Put them through the comments. I'm just looking through, try and filter through as much of them as possible, try and split them up. So we're going to do a request next for Rob, whose birthday it is on Tuesday, because I know Terry is going to kick it on about Damien Quinn. Not that there's nothing wrong with Damien Quinn, like, but do you not ask for something else, like, each week? Like, it's let's see. Martin, he's obviously to the pool. Yeah, so we'll do this one. Say, folks, I'm trying to talk as little as possible today with this throat. So it's if you think I'm playing more music than I'll be normally talking, then that's why. So right. So for Rob, who is going to be the big 6-0 on Tuesday, happy birthday and commiserations to living that woman. It must be a hard life on you, have to say. So this is from Damien Quinn's album. Let's see, what one is it from? Only Our Rivers Run Free. This is Bring Them Home. I think this is another song. I played the Gary Oak version of this last week. This was originally dedicated to the Price Sisters, but I say over the last few years, different bands have been playing the song and dedicating the sort of different volunteers or whatever's happening in the sort of current climate, But anyway, so it's Damien Quinn with Bring Them Home on Rebel Sundays, folks.
Hear it ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. Hear it ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. In the jail that held McSweeney, in that prison where he died, lies two doctors awful daring, and they fill my heart with pride. For I know that England wishes that we let them die alone, and all the voice of their all Ireland cries for us to bring them home. Hear it ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. 'Twas for loving dear old Ireland brought them to this prison hell. But the ghost of Pearson Condy filled their lonely prison cell. Clark and Plunkett stand beside them, McDonough, McDermott and Mulftone, and all the voice of their old Ireland cries for us to bring them home. Hear it ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. So I pray, young man of Ireland, don't betray our doctors true. Proudly stand beside our heroes, plus they died for me and you. Though the tyrant would deny us, we can break the hearts of stone, and all the voices will be singing when we bring our daughters home. Hear it ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. Hear it ring on the air. It's the voice of my country so fair. Can't you feel? Oh, can't you see? The IRA will set them free. The IRA will set them free.
There we go. That is the sound of Damien Quinn with Bring Them Home, especially for Rob. Dedicated there from Terry, and she just says, "Ro, I'm a delight to live with." I'm sure you are, Terry, but I'm sure Rob might disagree with there, but I wouldn't have a crossword to say about my lovely wife either, so we'll see. Martin McKennigan, Ro, Desi Crew anniversary. Yes, mate, I played the Martin and Desi song already earlier on there, so in the show. Yeah, so I think that was the third song on the show today. We dedicated there to the volunteer Martin McCahey and Desi Crew. So it was, mate. Let's see, Marty. Big shout out to Rowan Kieran Mack for the entertainment at our McMillan fundraiser. A total of £3,143.69 was raised there last week. Oh, God. And I nearly thought at one stage it wasn't going to be happening on the evening part. It started licing down on the Saturday afternoon, which wasn't great. And at one stage, I think before I came back down to do the second part of the gig, my gazebo blew away. I was told by Marty, and I had to get back and pretty tight to the fence or something. So it did. But yeah, the wind was very, very bad last week. But listen, fair play to everyone who raised a lot of money towards McMillan. Very, very worthy cause and charity. Right, so just got a text there through from PJ Denver, who was looking for the Lurgan ambush. I suppose it's just right I should play it, because Lurgan is my second home. Like, I'm literally here in Lurgan probably more than I am my own house. So I am. But it's not that bad. Just hopefully the bloody bin men get off strike pretty soon. Once they get owed what's owed to them, because the place is an absolute kip. Black bags, everything all over the place, absolutely disgusting. But listen, that's the bin men have every single right to be on strike, so they're up around there. For the job they do, they don't get way enough. So listen, so for PJS1, he was looking for the Lurgan ambush, and this is from Bo Loughlin's album, The Scullery Sessions. So PJS1 is spicy for you, mate.
Hear it ring.
No, that was Damien Quinn. I'm not playing it again for Terry, so I'm not. Hopefully this time, this should be the Lurgan ambush. Here we go.
Lurgan town was rocked with sorrow on that bleak November's day. Harsh tones and tears were mingled as great numbers stopped to pray for Sean Burns and Eugene Toman and their driver Jervis McCure, who had just been brutally murdered in an ambush well prepared. Suspected being Irishmen with no love for the crown, heedless of the age-old cry, "You croppy boys lie down." They would not lick those British boots. Of Ireland they were proud, though harassed and of browbeaten, they just would not lie down. And they dared to hold their heads up high, and never once did fail to declare there was for freedom, like true sons of the gale. They defied the hearts of evil men who hungered for revenge. And on that bleak November's day, the three lads were well laid, snared and slain by evil men, the forces of the crown. They had dared to flout the order of "You croppy boys lie down." As years go rolling by, my friends, this tale remember well. We owe it to our children, we owe it to ourselves. We owe it to these young men who rallied one and all, and be proud that we are Irish, for they cannot kill us all. And they dared to hold their heads up high, and never once did fail to declare their wish for freedom, like true sons of the Gael. Now three lie in a soldier's grave in a churchyard near the town, and if you ever pass this way, don't let your heads bow down. Turn your heads up heavenwards and say a silent prayer for Sean Burns and Eugene Toman and their driver Jervis McCarr.
Yeah, so Paul Lachlan there, folks, from his album The Scullery Sessions. That is the Lurgan Ambush. That one especially for PJ Denver, who asked for it there. Not a problem, mate. Yeah, loads more requests coming through in the day's show, folks. We're here to 4 o'clock, so plenty of time to get all the requests through. So again, just please pardon my voice today. It's not 100% there. I'd say it's probably not even 50% there. It's not doing too good. I don't know what you have to do in this house to get a cup of tea, like. Just picture my man's face now, looking on the screen going, is he taking an absolute piss, like? Right, so a few more requests going through. So we'll do this one here. For Eamon Melly, he asked for it. And probably right now it's my favourite version of the Sam song. So bear in mind, this might get us cut off Facebook. If Facebook stops midway through or at the end of this song, I will restart it again, so don't worry. But normally when we play the Sam song or any sort of real up the chucky songs, it does get cut off. So we'll see what happens anyway. Right, so this is for Eamon Melly. This is Tony Boy Ray from his new live album. And I say it's probably my favourite version of the Sam song at the minute. Very, very well put together. Here we go.
This next song I'm going to do is a song we used to call the Shebeen song. Chucky out sang up the ride, sang the sails in the sky. Chucky out sang up the ride, sang the sails in the sky. For 15 years or more, Marmalade and Mortimer, I thought I knew the score. Now I've got a weapon never used before. The Brits are getting worried, and they're going to worry more. Jockey and sang up the up the up the sang the sail in the sky. I started started out with petrol bombs and throwing bricks and stones. 100 more lads like me, I never was alone. Soon I learned that sticks and stones won't drive the Brits away. It wasn't very long before I joined the IRA. Jockey sang up the Ra, up the Ra, up the Ra. Sang the sails in the sky. Then it came internment, the year of 71. The Brits thought we were beaten, we were on the run. On that early August morning, they kicked in our back door. But for every man they took away, they missed 100 more. Jockey sang up the Ra, up the Ra, up the Ra. Sang the sail in the sky. Expenditures in the cages, time to think and plan. Oh, they locked away a boy, I won't tell a man. There's only one thing that I learned while in that cell I lay. The Brits will never leave us until they're blown away. Jockey sang up the Ra, up the Ra, up the Ra. Sang the sail in the sky. And through the days of hunger strike, I watch my comrades die. In the streets of Belfast, can hear the women cry. I can't forget that massacre that Friday at Loughgall. I salute my fallen comrades and I watch the chocolates fall. Jockey sang up the Ra, up the Ra, up the Ra. Sang the sail in the sky. Jockey sang up the Ra, up the Ra, up the Ra. Sang the sail in the sky. Sang the sails in the sky. Up the Ra.
On Tony Boy Ray there, if you from his live album, that is the Sam song. It's a great version of that song. Love it. Probably my favourite at the minute. So that one was for Eamon Melly, mate. Cheers again today, much appreciated as always, Mucker. You're a legend, so you are. Let's see. It's even sort of laugh, so stop saying shit. This is going to make me laugh. Terry says, nearly had a heart attack. The waiters tried to take my Vago away. Well, you need to be drinking a bit quicker, don't you? Holiday withdrawals, hangovers are back to work tomorrow. Yeah, it's been very quiet on the band today. It hasn't indeed, folks, but listen, maybe that's a good thing, because I am in no shape to be laughing or basically having fun of any sort today. The throat just can't hold up to it. Well, Ro, what's the crack? How's the voice holding up? Well, Marty, you can hear how it's holding up. It's not holding up at all, mate. But we're getting there, so we're only another hour and 20 minutes to go. Right, moving on. So I haven't played this version of Beeswing on the show for a long time. Absolutely love it. So this is it was recorded live in Derry by Kelly's Men. It was like a sort of acoustic version. So there was no electric in this at all. Basically, I think it was a acoustic bass guitar, tin whistle, and then Rory as well was playing like just a cajon with the two brushes. No drum kit. Really good. So this is Kelly's Men, folks, with Beeswing, spicy for Marty, who's looking for this one. So I hope you all enjoy this.
Alright folks, this is my track Beeswing for the Notes from Derry album. It's an English folk song by Richard Thompson. I was joined on the track by Ramon Ferguson on guitar.
No, that's the wrong version. Hold on a second now. Where is that there? Hold on a second. There it is there. So that was Marty Healy's version, so it was not the actual Kelly's Men version. That was the one from Notes from Derry. So this one we'll play is actually the one that played on the night of the launch for Notes from Derry. So this, I I just seen there Marty Healy, but hopefully this is the right one. This is the one I really like. Here we go. There we go.
She was a lost child. Well, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. Zigzagged around her face and a look of half surprise, like a fox caught in the headlights, poor animal in her ways. She said to me, oh, can't you see, I'm not the factory kind, and if you don't take me out of here, you'll surely lose my mind. Well, she was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. Well, she was a lost child. Well, she was running wild. And she said, as long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. To her, we'll settle down, get a few acres dug, fire burning in the hearth, and babies on the road. She said, oh man, you foolish man, it surely sounds like hell. You may be lord of half the world, you're not on me as well. Well, she was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child. Well, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. Even married once to a man named Romany Brown, but even a gypsy caravan was too much settling down. And this here rose is faded now, her weather and hard booze. Well, maybe that's the price you pay for the chains that you refuse. Well, she was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child. Well, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price in love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. She was a rare thing, as fine as a bee's wing, and I miss her more than ever words could say. If I could just taste all of her wildest now, if I could hold her in my arms again today, I wouldn't want her any other way.
Yeah, it's Son of Bees Banger of you folks. Just a few just commenting there about the sound of that song. Listen, it's not. It's just the sound of the song. So it's because I think from what I hear, I think near sure out there it was recorded just like a mobile phone. So it was from stage. I just really like that version. That's why I know Celine said it sounds like your throat. Yeah, it's very scratchy. So it's very itchy and scratchy. Yeah, it's just the recording that song because it's all acoustic. So it is. I think it's cut with basically with Rory playing the cajon there with them Bruce things. It makes it sound sort of very sort of tinny and whatever muffly, but believe me, it's just the version of that song. So it is. So say obviously I'll play a different version at most weeks. It's like really like a version, so it's personal choice, you know. But no, so definitely wasn't. There's no issues with the desk crying there. It's just the recording of that there song there. So it was recorded live. So it was. Darren McCourt was crack boy. Great to see you in Bundoran, pal. Great weekend as usual. Yes, it was. No pleasing us ones like pack of yaps we are. Yes, mate. Well, I'm not going to get into it. Alan Devine, how do you doing, Alan? Could you play Mairead Farrell for my 3-year-old granddaughter Mairead? Hail. Alan listening today from Glasgow. Cheers, mate. Loving the podcast. Thoughts so the families in Donegal. God bless indeed, definitely. Right, so for Ciara, I was looking for a bit of Christy Moore. Found this here version here. So she was looking for The Contender. This is from an album Christy recorded live in Live the Point 2006. So hopefully this here's a better version than that last one there. I'm sure Christy, this isn't recorded with a mobile phone. This one's probably recorded properly through the DS, so fingers crossed anyway. So Ciara Griffin, this one's for you. This is Christy Moore with The Contender, Live the Point in Dublin.
Oh, when I was young and I was in my day, I could have stole what a woman's heart there was away. I'd sing and dance until the morning, I'd blaze away until the dawning, long before I was the man you see today. I was born beneath the star that promised all. I could have lived my life between Cork Cove and Youghal, but the wheel of fortune took me, and from the highest point it shook me. By the bottle live and by the bottle I shall fall. And there in the mirror on the wall, I see the dream is fading from the contender to the brawl. The ring, the rose, the matador is raven, and when I die, I'll die a drunk down on the street. You can count me out to 10 and clear defeat. Oh, wrap the starry plough around me, and let the piper's air resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of Love I'll meet. And there in the mirror on the wall, I see the dream is fading from the contender to the brawl. The ring, the rose, the matador is raven. Starry plough around me, and let the piper's air resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of Love I'll meet.
Misha Era Shiname Nan Hailach Bera Mor Maglor Me the Roku Pullen Kroga Mor Manaira Machlan Hin Doyila Mahir Misha Era Uigni Me Nan Hailach Bera
What did I have? Said the fine old woman. What did I have? This proud old woman did say I had 4 green fields, each one was a jewel, but strangers came and tried to take them from me. I had 5 strong sons. They fought to save my jewels. They fought and they died. And that was my grief, said she. Long time ago, said the fine old woman. Long time ago, this proud old woman did say there was war and death, plundering and pillage. My people starved by mountain, valley, and sea, and their wailing cries, they reached the very heavens, and my 4 green fields ran red with her blood, said she. What have I now? Said the fine old woman. What have I now? This proud old woman did say I have 4 green fields. One of them's in bondage in strangers' hands that try to take it from me. But my sons, they have sons as brave as were their fathers, and my 4th green field will bloom once again, said she.
I am Ireland. I am older than the old woman of Bear. Great is my glory, I who give birth to Cuchulainn the brave. Great is my shame. My own children have sold their mother. I am Ireland. I am lonelier than the old woman of Bear.
Sooner of Kathleen Laguerre with 4 Green Fields, and before that there Christy Moore, the contender. Joseph just saying there, but says there's definitely something wrong with the bass, the treble. Look, the problem is, see, with a lot of these songs, like, when you're playing them, they're old songs. Like, I think that they're actually probably from a vinyl record. It's been transferred onto a CD or whatever, and that's how I got it. They're really old songs, so they're going to be, the bass and treble and all, it's going to be a lot higher than, obviously, like a Christy Moore before it. That's basically like mastered in a studio and it's playing from Spotify. But that one there is playing from my hard drive from basically an album that's been ripped from a vinyl record, probably, which doesn't sound as good as the other ones. So I think that's what the problem is there. Say, I have, I think it's on my computer alone, my hard drive, I have 90,000 songs, right? Then whatever I have on Spotify and YouTube and stuff that I play. So it's just the way some of the songs are, folks. Some of them sound a lot crappier than the other ones do. But sorry, you see here, I've just put my hoodie on because I am absolutely freezing. It's nothing to do with, my ma says just put the heating on in the house. But whatever it is here, it's wrong with me. I'm sitting here just shivering. And obviously must definitely have some kind of a bug or something. But don't be getting all the wee many violins out at once, folks, and feeling sorry for me, because this is what I do, Fusions. I should probably be home now in bed, resting before I go to work tomorrow. But oh no, I'm here now doing this show. Right, so who was looking for... James Dan McClave was looking for David Ravix up the Provost. Fancy Hughes will go down here next. And that's another one that probably will get us cut off. Surprising that the Samsung one. There's the lads there from the Chancers. What's the crack over there in the good old USA? What's happening, lads? I don't know what that accent was, but cheers for tuning in today. Thank you very much. Right, so here we go. This is David Ravix with Up the Provost, Francie Hughes. And just let me know what the sound is like in this one. Say, normally any time I do play any Kathleen Laguerre ones, it is a real crappy sound. So it is. But then again, if you're listening through a TV, you're listening through your phone, or you're listening through one of them wee Bluetooth speakers, the sounds always will be different. But I think, for some reason today, the levels are definitely not as good as they normally are. So that's on me. So my apologies, folks. Big Johan. And we love you for it, Ro. Martin Heaney. Have you took a COVID test? No, but you don't have to now, do you? Celine, you need to sweat it off. Aye, good luck with that in my house.
He grew up on a farm in a troubled Irish land, under foreign rule and the British Crown's command. His father fought for Ireland 50 years before, but the Free State cut their losses and the English won the war. When internment without trial was the order of the day, when his brother was arrested and his friends were blown away, when he was beaten near to death, he decided, come what may, he'd throw his lot in with the Provost, and he joined the IRA. In the occupied 6 counties, perhaps it never will be known, all the foreign soldiers in Armagh and Tyrone who decided to head back across the Irish Sea so they wouldn't have to meet the man from south of Derry. He never wavered in his battle for Irish liberty, and the Crown would soon regret the day they called him enemy. The Brits called it bandit country, and it filled them all with fright. In the borderlands, you who walk the hills at night. Up the Provost, that's what he said. 3 little words that filled the British Crown with dread. With a rifle on his shoulder, a timer and a fuse, long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Once he was surrounded by the SAS. How he might escape was anybody's guess. In his boots and camouflage, he didn't miss a beat. He walked right past the soldiers and out into the street. Once he came upon a checkpoint, the soldier didn't want to die. He recognized our Francis and the soldier waved him by. He didn't want to find out if he could take what he could give. He knew there'd be a shootout and the soldier chose to live. Up the Provost, that's what he said. And from this farmer's son, better man had fled with a rifle on his shoulder, a timer and a fuse. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Was the North's most wanted man with his photo everywhere, but he eluded capture with his wit and dyed blonde hair. For 6 years he was active, 3 times as long as most. He became a legend north to south and coast to coast. He came upon 2 soldiers out one night on patrol. They caught him in the firefight and the bullets took their toll. Crawled off into the bushes, but they found him the next day. Grabbed him by his arms and they carried him away. Up the Provost, that's what he said. With a shattered bone and a body full of lead, with a rifle on his shoulder, a timer and a fuse. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. They beat him and they tortured him and they gave him 80 years. When they brought him to the H blocks, he was greeted there with cheers. He went right onto the blanket, and when the hunger strike began, he was the first to volunteer, along with Bobby Sands. He was an Irish soldier, that's how he did his time. He knew he was no criminal, occupation was the crime. Bobby Sands had passed beyond us, where Francis soon would be. And although he couldn't stand and he could barely see, up the Provost, that's what he said, as they carried him to hospital to lay in his deathbed, with a rifle on his shoulder, a timer and a fuse. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Up the Provost, that's what he said. And soon there'd be another standing in his stead, with a rifle on his shoulder, a timer and a fuse. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes. Long may we remember Commandante Francis Hughes.
Right, well, we're still on Facebook for now, but it might go off any minute now, so it might, maybe not. Let's see. Joseph says, I think you should get to bed and let Martin take over. What do you think? I don't know. What do you reckon? Rebel Sundays. Big Marley doesn't really roll off the tongue. I know, Martin. You don't want to steal his thunder. Listen, any of us are quite welcome to take a show on the day the way I'm feeling right now. I don't know where else it came from. Literally the last 40 minutes is just, I don't know what the hell. It's like, especially when if you're sitting in like a what's the way to describe it? Remember Frostbite Boy in the video when he's standing there and he's like, my mom maybe wear these bloody stupid sports socks and he's sitting there freezing. I can feel the radiator beside me here now. It's boiling hot. This thing is boiling. Like, it's probably up at about 25 degrees. And I'm sitting in this room here shivering. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's not good. But I'm sure I won't be getting any sympathy from Laura anyway once she gets home later on. She was off on her jollies last night. But listen, I buggered off to Bundoran for 4 days or 2 weeks ago. So I am not in any way to complain to her about going out for a night out or going away to the caravan for the weekend. So, right, somebody earlier on, day off work tomorrow. Well, mate, unfortunately, if I take a day off work, sick, I don't get paid. So I can't really be affording to do that there. This close to a holiday and this close to Christmas as well. So, unfortunately, it's a great job, great sort of decent sort of benefits, but unfortunately, we don't get any sick pay. So that's the problem of being, you can't really take a day off work sick. So we'll see what happens anyway. Right, so we'll go do a song from Stefan's album, Rebel Heart. Somebody earlier on asked for Henry Joy. So this is another great song of Stefan's new album, Henry Joy. And he's still over in Santa Pons at the minute. Loving it, fair play to mucker. Loving life. Singing over in Kelly's Bar, so fair play to mate. So whoever asked for this one, let me know. Because it's way up in the comments and not searching through them all again. So if you'd ask for Henry Joy by Stefan, get it back in the comments and I'll give you a wee shout out. Here we go.
In Ulsterman, I am proud to be from the Antrim Glen I come. And though I've laboured by the sea, I have followed flag and drum. I've heard the martial trump of men, I've seen them fight and die. Oh lads, I well remember when I followed Henry Joy. I pulled my boat in from the sea and I hit my sails away. I hung my net upon the tree and I scanned the moonlit bay. The old were out, the redcoats too, I kissed my love goodbye. And there in the shade of the greenwood glade I followed Henry Joy. Oh lads, for Ireland's cause we fought, for home and sire we bled. Though our arms were few, our hearts beat true as 5 to 1 lay dead. There's many's lassie missed her lad and mother mourned her boy. For the youth was strong in the gallant throng that followed Henry Joy. Belfast town they built that tree and the redcoats they mustered there. I watched him come as the roll of the drum sounded on the barrack square. He kissed his sisters and went aloft and waved one last goodbye. And as he died I turned and I cried, they have murdered young Henry Joy. Ulsterman, I'm still proud to be from the Antrim Glen I come. Though I still labour by the sea, I still follow flag and drum. I've heard the martial tramp of men, I think I hear them still. Oh lads, I well remember when I followed Henry Joy. Lads, I well remembered when I followed young Henry Joy.
Yeah, it's on a Stefan there, if you folks out from his album Rebel Heart. See, Terry, really, don't want you to, but maybe cut it short and get home to bed. Glass of hot buckfast will sort you out. Jesus, going from bad to worse here. So Derek's looking to get a glass of pretty Jameson's hot whiskey with pretty honey and lemon, and you're looking to get me a glass of hot Buckfast. Jesus Christ. No thank you. I think I'll maybe get a few more packets of them Hull Soothers and get them in me. That might do the trick. I'm not a big fan of whiskey at all. Just even the smell of it turns me, like, so it does. Right, what am I going to do next? We're down to the last maybe 45 minutes or so of the day's show, folks. So if you've asked for a song earlier on, I haven't played it yet, give us a wee shout on the comments and I'll get it back on for you. Say there's so many comments coming through today, trying to search. A lot of them disappear, they're so long. It's all 3 comment sections come up here from Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and the online. So, right, we're going to do a bit of Chris Carney this time. Haven't played Chris's version of Wally and Danny in the show in a long time. So I really like this one. This is from Chris's album recorded live in Potter Brown's in Dublin. So it is Ballad of Wally and Danny, folks, here on Rebel Sundays. Here we go.
This is a song that's dedicated to 2 brave IRA volunteers from Derry by the name of Willie Fleming and Danny Doherty. Song known as Willie and Danny.
Try to sing some songs of glory, sing some songs of peace, but in the end it's the same old story. They're both too hard to reach. People tell me they're sick and they're tired of seeing this place run down, and I say, take your blindfolds off you, hypocrites and hell. Let's get off the ground. Please say it isn't so. Why Willie and Danny had to go. The reasons very clear. They're laying down their lives for us year after year. 70 shots between their bodies, not one of those bullets missed. But for every trigger that they pull that morning, a volunteer be willing to list. For 5 long hours they left them lying there. The priest was turned away. That's another step lower. But let's say yes, bastards, we will never forget the day. Please say it isn't so. Why Willie and Danny had to go. The reasons are clear. They're laying down their lives for us year after year. Heroes were to prove their worthiness. The thousands they marched from the streets. As the horse of boys they hovered helplessly overhead as the rod came out to select. They emptied their magazines o'er each coffin as defiantly the crowd was sent. That's another day that dawns and the guns will be out again, because Willie and Danny are friends. Please say it isn't so. Why Willie and Danny had to go. The reasons are equally good. They're laying down their lives for us year after year. Please say it isn't so. Laying down their lives for
Chris Connie here, folks. Soon Willie and Danny live in Dublin there for you. Just see here Aidan this morning there from Hatter Brown. He's actually posting about. I think he has the National Stadium in Dublin provisionally booked for February for next year, and he's maybe looking about putting Ballfest on again there. But big move to make, mate. A lot of money involved. So I wouldn't envy being you, mate, and your financial advisor or your missus, should I say? Let's see. James there says I somehow came off Facebook stream and now I can't get back onto it. Well, here, what to do, James? If you go on I've shared it from my page, so if you go on to my own personal Facebook page, you should be able to click on the link there and go back into it. If you really want to be back on Facebook again, like I know you don't really like these YouTubers, you don't. Here, see Senator, just while you're on, buddy Paul from Clover was over in Birmingham all last week, so he was over doing a work training course. I was like, Jesus, you should give James a shout. I'm sure he met up for you during the week or something for a pint. He was over. He says that he was staying in the Black Country or something. I don't know if that's maybe say we are, but I don't know. But so he's over in Birmingham all week. Let's see. Joseph says, Terry, at Buckfast is an acquired taste. It is indeed. Lurgan champagne, most people call it. Not for me. Last time I drank that, I woke up in a park in Lurgan on the 9th of August in the mid-80s. Very, so you can remember the all them dates are, mate? Yeah, Buckfast, definitely not for me at all, mate. Marty, I've never tasted Buckfast. But here, see the amount of people that I know that's all the drink. They just call it like a bottle of wine. We used to deliver the wine. Is it wine flour? Or one of those. See the blue and silver off license. We used to deliver it ours with it. Stuff, and the one in Lurgan in the big spar, they literally have like I think it's 2 shelves just dedicated for Buckfast. Like 2 racks alone. You have multi packs, wee bottles, big bottles, all sorts of stuff. But it's not for me at all. Like. It's a bit rank. Let's see. Feed the Bear says, Bucky was my favourite drink, cold, and then out the fridge, then the Guinness. Marty Heaney, Ro, if you want to knock off early and give your throat a rest, then we'll understand. No, listen, mate. No, can't do that there. Sure, we've only got about 40 minutes left or something, so we'll be alright. I've had no throat for tomorrow, don't worry. As long as my throat's ready again for next weekend's gigs, I'll be happy enough. Right, so somebody asked, Ray Callahan asked for The Legend. So we're going to do this one here, Mandela The Legend from the Druids. This is from their Starry Play album. And I might hope maybe next week, maybe having Mick O'Brien from the Druids on the show. In negotiations at the minute. And let's see, what the hell. He's full of shit. My man just texted me from downstairs. Your poor daddy said he couldn't sleep with your singing. I don't know how you can hear me singing with the bloody speakers on over the top or whatever. But terrible. Jesus Christ. He should be up out of bed anyway. What time is it? It's probably 20 past 3 in the afternoon. He's still in bed. Right here, this is hopefully going to maybe have Mick O'Brien from the Druids on next week. That should be an interesting interview. I have to say. Right, so this is for Ray. This is with the great Paddy Mangan singing this one. Said he was filling in for Clover during the Celtic Festival in Bundoran a couple weeks ago, and I done a phenomenal job. So here we go. It's the Druids with Mandela The Legend.
Went to see a legend just the other night at the Yankee Stadium underneath the lights. I heard a man speaking after years and years in jail. His name, it was Mandela, and he came to tell the tale. Well, the crowd, they cheered him loudly
but then the silence fell as he spoke about the hard years in a South African cell. Although he was free, his heart was feeling the pain, for his country and his people was still a part of the chain. He said he hoped that he would join them, oh, and walk down freedom's path. And these roads would be the hardest, but they would be the last. And to join our hands together, so we might be as one, and to bring ourselves to the cause, so this war it could be won. I went home to bed that evening, went to sleep and I had a dream. I was standing in the pouring rain in an Irish field of green, and all around the headstones were the martyrs of the past. Well, they stood there in silence, and they spoke to me at last. Kevin Barry is my name. I was tortured in the cell. They wanted the names of my comrades, but this I did not tell. And I am Roger Casement. I was hanged in London town for bringing German rifles to that lonely Bannostrand. James Conley is my name. The working people are my life. When they shot me down in Kilmainham jail with strife, and I am Padraig Pearse, I was shot down by the foe. I read the proclamation from the steps of the GPO. Now the last voice that I heard, he says my name is Bobby Sands, and it's good to hear Mandela's words ringing through the land. I want to hear them in Belfast, up in Derry and Tyrone. Oh, maybe then those English soldiers will know it's time to go home. Well, I woke up in the morning, I remember them all. And who would believe that they'd knock down that Berlin Wall? And now, said Mandela, oh, could this really be? Oh, maybe now we would see Ireland reunited and free. Yes, maybe now we would see Ireland reunited and free.
There we go. Sound there of The Legend. That's from the Druids album. Starry Play with Paddy Mangan on vocals. Phenomenal. Say there, just he was joining in there with Clover at the Hillsborough Golf Festival, and Paddy will be with Clover as well at my gig here in Belfast here on the 3rd of December. So really looking forward to that there. Just see Peter. How are you doing, Peter? What's the crack? Good luck with your gig tonight as well, mate. Your solo gig. Many versions of this song, but Paddy's is the best version. He has such a gift for selling the story to the audience. Can't teach that, definitely. Even, as I mentioned last week, when you were playing Bundoran, like the gigs I was watching, obviously, like, just even Paddy, the wee things he does just throughout the gigs, you know what I mean? And the wee thing he does on the microphone throughout the songs, he just knows what to do. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause he's been at it for so long. He just knows when to come in, when not to come in, and just he's just a legend, as that song says there. The legend, definitely indeed. Yeah, so let's see. James, hopefully, I've just tagged you in the Facebook because it's still on Facebook, so it is. So I've just tagged your name in it, so hopefully you get back on. I know you like staying on Facebook, Siri. Just said, yeah, what a singer Paddy is. Obviously talking about here about my dad, saying he couldn't sleep with my singing earlier on. He can hardly talk, never mind sing. Exactly. You can hear me. How can I barely sing? Never mind barely, can barely get the words out of my mouth when barely talking. You're right, Ro, Christy was fine. What? You're right, Ro, Christy was fine. James says, looking forward to having the pint with you, Martin Heaney, in the Rock Bar this year's gathering. Brilliant music, great crack. Definitely, folks, would say, if any of us want to come, there is tickets available online, but I'm going to have actually hard copy tickets next week as well, because I have to drop some into the Rock Bar. So you can pay on the night if you want, but I would rather get your tickets beforehand. So if you are in Belfast, you want to go, PM me. I'll just give you the details of the gig again. So here it is. So Saturday the 3rd of December. As you all know, this was meant to be a big 2-day event in the Balmoral Hotel. But the Balmoral now has turned into, what's the word? What the Kremlin used to be down in the city centre. It seems if they don't want Republican music in the bar anymore, so don't, which shame on them, I have to say. I've not a problem with people from the LGBT community at all. But basically this new manager that's come in, it seems to be that is the hotel's main focus now, and what's nothing wrong with it at all. I mean, they're getting the crowds in, so they are, and the place is bunging out. But you have to think of your people who drink in the place every weekend, go and have meals in the place, have weddings in the place, who keep the hotel going in the middle of West Belfast. And you've basically told them, no, we don't want to have rebel music in our hotel. What's still a bit sickening to think of it, you know. Yes, obviously we'll have to move the event down to the Rock Bar. So cheers to Paul Skillen and the staff for taking the night on at short notice when they didn't have to. So it's going to be a bit smaller than the original event was meant to be. But yeah, so it's going to be the Rebel podcast end of the year Big Fans Night out on Saturday the 3rd of December. Rock Bar Belfast, featuring Clover coming all the way from County Limerick for the evening, and they're going to be launching their CD as well, their new live CD that they recorded last year at the Big Fans Gathering in the PD. Kieran Mack from West Belfast is going to be kicking things off, and I'll be playing a few tunes throughout the night as well. So it's only a tenner in. Doors open 8 o'clock, folks, so hopefully see a few of you there. Right, we'll get back onto the screen if you can see me here. Let's see. See, folks, the voice is slowly but surely dwindling away. So lucky we only have a half an hour left, so to go. Just get on with it. Right, here we go. Right, so this is next year we're going to do a bit of Spirit of Freedom for you. Botany Bay on Rebel Sundays.
Ship's ragamuffin, she's lying at the quay, for to take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. I was on my way down to the quay, where the ship at anchor lay, to command the gang of navvies that they told me to engage. I thought I'd drop in for a drink before I went away, for to take a trip on an emigrant ship to the shores of Botany Bay. Farewell, dear bricks and mortar, farewell, dear dirty lies, farewell to your gangways and your gangplanks, and to hell with your overtime. for the good ship's ragamuffin. She's lying at the quay for to take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. Now the boss came up this morning, he says, well Pat, you know, if you don't get your navvies out, I'm afraid you'll have to go. So I asked him for my wages, and the man did all me pay. And I told him straight that I'm going to emigrate to the shores of Botany Bay. Farewell to your bricks and mortar, farewell to your dirty lies, farewell to your gangways and your gangplanks, and the hell with your overtime. For the good ship's ragamuffin, she's lying at the quay for to take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. And when I reach Australia, I'll go and dig for gold. There's plenty there for digging up, or so I have been told. Or else I'll go back to me trade, and 100 bricks I'll lay, because I live for an 8-hour shift on the shores of Botany Bay. Farewell to your bricks and mortar, farewell to your dirty lies, farewell to your gangways and your gangplanks, and the hell with your overtime. For the good ship's ragamuffin, she's lying at the quay for to take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. Farewell to your bricks and mortar, farewell to your dirty lies, farewell to your gangways and your gangplanks, and the hell with your overtime. For the good ship's ragamuffin, she's lying at the quay for to take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. Farewell to your bricks and mortar, farewell to your dirty lies, farewell to your gangways and your gangplanks, and the hell with your overtime. For the good ship's ragamuffin, she's lying at the quay for to take old Pat with a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. Farewell to your bricks and mortar, farewell to your dirty lies.
Yeah, it's Esper a female folks the Botany Bay. I just seen that there, Marty. Toby's Dalton. What is that all about? Kawam lab. See these bloody people that jump into YouTube and just think they can spam you. Do one. Good man, Marty. That's what you're there for. That's what you get the big wages for. So it is, you know. Right, folks, down to the last 25 minutes of today's show. In the last 25 minutes of my throat this afternoon, you should count yourselves very, very lucky. I'm still sitting here after 2.5 hours. A bit of whistling on there. So what are we doing? Now, we haven't actually even got asked for Grace today, so I haven't, but I'm going to play it. So my good friend John Gardy, any of you know him, you'll usually see him. He's usually starting outside McDonald's in Belfast City Centre doing the busking. Like the guy's phenomenal. He does weddings and all stuff, whatever. And but I think he likes waiting up the cream buns in the town when he sings this song because did someone say wages? No, wasn't me, mate, at all. Yeah, so I had John on the show. It was one of the audio recordings, probably one of the last audio recordings done before COVID hit. So it was, and we all had to check everything in. So I had him up in the Whitefort, sat down with him, recorded with him and his friend Jonathan. They recorded a couple of songs as part of the podcast. So I'll go do John's version of Grace now. The guy's an amazing singer and really honoured to call him one of my good friends. So here we go. This is John Gardy, folks, with a ballad of Grace. See, this is one we recorded live in the Whitefort as part of John and Jonathan's podcast there a couple of years ago now, before COVID done one, and we all had to just go and hibernate for 3 bloody years.
As we gathered in the chapel giving old Kilmainham jail, I think about these past few weeks and what they say we failed. From our school days, they have told us we must yearn for liberty, and all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. goodbye. I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love for this dear land. But when Patrick called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. But take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. And now as the dawn is breaking, my heart is breaking too. On this May morn as I walk out, my thoughts will be with you. And I'll write some words upon the wall so everyone will know I loved so much that I could see his blood upon the rose. Oh, Grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. They'll take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love, I'll place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. No, there won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. Oh no, they won't share our love, for we must say goodbye.
There we go. So the phenomenal John Garrity here, folks, also known as the Belfast Busker. So that's part of the podcast I recorded with him a good few years ago now, with himself and his mate Jonathan, who's his wingman in the band. Went down, talked about a lot of stuff about John's his career and stuff. Done a funny wee sort of question and answer session all with him. So that there's on SoundCloud if you want to listen to that one. Plus we recorded 3 songs. I think it was Caledonia, Something Said So Strong, and then Creeslough. So yeah, there you go. If what we'll have left, folks, this last 20 minutes going dragging. I'm sitting here like just shivering like I don't know what the hell way I feel right now. It's not good at all. Let's see. Let's see. I've spoken with my onion rep, or your union rep, your onion rep, and he says we need to discuss terms and conditions before we talk about wages. Let's see, James McClive. Oh yeah, just obviously asking people to give away donations, folks. Yeah, so cheers, mate. Yeah, folks, any are watching, enjoying the show today, any new people or whatever, if you can drop a few quid in, it'd be much appreciated. So you can use the 2 links there. That one there, got it first time, for Revolut, or that one up there for PayPal. So just scan it with your phone, it'll bring it straight in. Or if you don't use Revolut or PayPal, whatever, just send us a wee PM and I'll give you the details for a bank transfer or whatever. But again, folks, cheers to everybody that sends me a donation every week during the show. It is much, much appreciated. And say, keeps me coming here and here on a Sunday doing the show. I'd much rather be here doing this than out doing a christening, which I would normally do on a Sunday. A lot of kids melting your head for 5 hours, torturing you, playing the biggest pile of shite, and then lifting gear and all, and whatever. This here, I can sit and do this here for 3 hours in my own studio, and then go afterwards. So let's say it isn't cheap. it does cost me a few quid to do this show every week, folks. So thanks to you all who give me a donation week in, week out. You all know who you are. So if there's anybody else who want to drop me something, just scan one of the wee codes there, and or you can see actually on the main link where it says you're listening to the show Rebel Sundays with Ro, and there's a wee PayPal.me link for PayPal and for Revolut, folks. So if you want to drop a wee donation, it'd be much appreciated. Right, so what do we have lined up next? Actually, I have a song lined up next. We're going to do we're going to play a bit of the Irish Brigade, mate, as well. Probably this is another song. It's on my album, Raise for Hope. This version of the Foggy Dew, it was recorded live in Dublin. It's probably one of the best live versions I heard of this song. Just the thud, even the boron this year, it's phenomenal. So this obviously is a few years old, this CD, so it is. So here we go. Wait, I'm sure Ro with pay you everything he earns over 10k and Martin Heaney per show. Yeah. Well, we'll not get into that. Right here. So it's the Irish Brigade, folks, with the Foggy Dew on Rebel Sundays. So it's the last few songs of the afternoon show.
We're here in the sidewalk in Cahilbrew Street. Just round the corner is a GPO, become the symbol of the struggle in Ireland from 1916. This song's a song of 1916, a song called The Foggy Dew. On an Easter morn to a city fair rode I. Oh, their armed lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No pipe did hum, no battle drum did sound out its loud tattoo. But the Angelus bell, or the Liffey swell, rang out in the Foggy Dew. Oh, right valiant high over Dublin town, we hung out the flag of war. It was better to die in an Irish sky than at Suvla or Sudelbar. Oh, and from the flames of royalty, brave while Britannia's sons with their long-range guns sailing through the Foggy Dew. Well, the night fell black and the rifle cracked in perfidious Albion Vale. Neath the leaden rain, 7 tons of flame did shine o'er our ring of steel. By each shining blade a prayer was said that to Ireland her sons would be true. And when morning broke, still the war flag shook out its folds in the Foggy Dew. It was England who bade our wild geese go, that small nations might be free. But their lonely graves are by Suvla's wave on the shore of the great North Sea. Oh, had they died by Pierce's side, or fought with the Provost too, where their names you keep, where the pinions sleep, in the shades of the Foggy Dew. Here we go! bell tolled mournfully loud and clear. Ah, for those who died on that Easter tide at the springtime of the year, while the world did gaze in deep amazement at the gallant melody, aboard the fight that freedom's light might shine through the bodies. Ah, back through the glen I rode again, but my heart with grief was sore, for I parted then with valiant men, of them I will see no more. Ah, but to and fro in my dreams they go, and I pray for you, for slavery fled, oh the rebel jet, when you fell in the forest.
What a version of that song, and I can't believe we're still on Facebook. Oh, jeez, what's going on today? So the topic of conversation what's going on now is all about bloody spuds and potatoes. So Elaine poured a bag of onions into a pot the other day, thinking it was spuds. Jesus Christ, must be a perverse thing. Miced onions. Hard to beat a good spud, definitely indeed. Right, so somebody earlier on had asked for Mairead Farrell. I think it was the guy from Glasgow, was it? For his granddaughter, Mairead. I'm not even looking through all these here, so I'm not. Well, maybe see if I can find it. There it is. So Alan Devine was looking for Mairead Farrell for his 3-year-old granddaughter. So we're going to stay with the live tunes. We're going to do Emer's version, because I love it. She does this here with her sister Anya. And this is recorded in the Rock Bar, Emer's debut live album. So this is for Alan Devine and your young granddaughter, Mairead. This is the ball and Mairead Farrell, folks. Doing the last few tunes of the day for you. You'll be glad to hear. You can finally get rid of my croaky voice.
I'm going to slow it down with a ballad this time of a local woman here from West Belfast, a great Irish Republican who died in Gibraltar with Sean Savage and Daniel McCann. It's the ballad of Mairead Farrell.
Oh, do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there, I do not see. Oh, do not stand at my grave and cry. When Ireland lives, I do not die. A woman's strip searches were a British crime. Oh, degraded me, but they could not see I suffered this to set Ireland free. So do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there, I do not sleep. Oh, do not stand at my grave and cry. When Ireland lives, I do not die. Gibraltar's rock, the place I died. McCann and Savage were by my side, and I heard the order rang loud and shrill of Thatcher's voice, saying shoot to kill. So do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there, I do not sleep. Oh, do not stand at my grave and cry. When Ireland lives, I do not die. So do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there, I do not sleep. Oh, do not stand at my grave and cry. When Ireland lives, I do not die. When Ireland lives, I do not die.
Memory of Maria Farrell, Sean Savage and Daniel McCann.
That's Emer and Aglahan there, folks, from our album Leave the Rock Bar. Great album. That is Bottom Raid Farrell, especially for Alan, that one, for his wee granddaughter, Mairead. And of course, for James's wife as well, who loves that wee tune, so there you go. He's still hanging in there, so he is. Same here, Martin. Thanks again for our good show. Forgot about brilliant Emer's version is. Yeah, I was going to play one more song then, the National Anthem, folks, and then we're going to finish it up with her for the day. So, yeah, well done over being a top professional. I wouldn't say it there tonight, John, but away home to your bed. There's no chance of me going home to bed today. I'm going to be home here and I have to go grab these bloody kids. Let's see. Bubble and Squeak. Right, so Terry, obviously, I didn't realise she sent me a picture through her. It was on the podcast official Facebook page message. I don't get notifications there for them straight away, so I was browsing through it and I seen it. So sorry I didn't get it up sooner. So she just sent me a picture up. Obviously, it must have been just before she the waitress took her vodka away over in Cyprus. So it was. So there you go. El Damien must be over in Cyprus as well. This week playing a few tunes. So he must be. There you go. Oh, pardon, folks, for the frogs there. Right, so say we're gonna finish up with might as well do a bit of Rebel Sundays. Saying Rob, it's his 60th birthday party, or 60th birthday on Tuesday, the big 6-0. I have another few years yet to go there, so I'll have, thankfully. Hopefully I make it to 60. I don't know if I might make it tomorrow or not, if I don't get it. survey this bloody bug, whatever it is. Right, so folks, this is your last one. Then we're going to play Around the Vein after this, and that's our lat for the day. I say, hopefully going to have a guest next week, and it will be an interesting interview, I have to say, with Mick O'Brien from the Druids. Hopefully he's going to be on. We've been talking about it over the last couple of days, so hopefully he can fit it in next week. I'm not going to be yarn. So, right, it's Damien Quinn, folks, with Rebel Sundays. Right, here we go.
Well, it took a stroll down the old Falls Road. Rebel Sunday is the day when you see Jerry Oak and Damien Quinn sing the songs of the IRA. I ask you friends, are you heading to the rock? Cause I have Rebel Sundays on at 6 o'clock. There's Damien Quinn. He hits the Queen. And Jerry Oak, he loves Shabine. Well, Jerry Oak sings fuck your flag and fuck it again. While Damien Quinn sings 18 Brits and a nation once again. And I ask you friends, are you heading to the rock? Cause I have Rebel Sundays on at 6 o'clock. There's Damien Quinn. He hits the Queen. And Jerry Oak, he loves Shabine. You'll hear the songs of Bobby Sands and the men who fought and died. The broad black brimmer and the black and tans and the Provost lullaby. I ask you friends, are you heading to the rock? Cause I have Rebel Sundays on at 6 o'clock. There's Damien Quinn. He hits the Queen. And Jerry Oak, he loves Shabine. Well, I took a stroll down the old Falls Road. Rebel Sunday is the day when you see Jerry Oak and Damien Quinn sing the songs of the IRA. I ask you friends, are you heading to the rock? Cause I have Rebel Sundays on at 6 o'clock. There's Damien Quinn. He hits the Queen. And Jerry Oak, he loves Shabine. Damien Quinn, he hits the Queen. 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 Jerry Oak, Jerry Oak. Jerry Oak, Jerry Oak. Jerry Oak, Jerry Oak.
Well, folks, that's definitely that Mark shouting out there. 18 Brits. Yeah, that's us done. Thank you very much. Joseph says that until the next time, everyone, enjoy your onions and tatties. Barney, so he says, a bottle of brandy won't cure sore throat, but it will make you forget you've got one. I mean, I have to drive a lorry tomorrow, the dairy, twice. So I don't think if I drink a bottle of brandy tonight, it's going to help at all. Oh, here's all the advice coming through now. Yep, get the honey and lemon peppermint tea into you. Thanks for showing up. Lovely afternoon music. I hope you get well soon. Yeah, I think it's usually the only people I'm going to be getting any sympathy from. I won't be getting any when I go home here at all. Till next week. Yes, folks, that's us. So, say thank you very much. And again, just today, thinking of everybody who passed away so tragically in the explosion in Creeslough, folks. So we're just going to put up the wee the graphic again on the screen while we play Around the Vein. That's going to be us. So, folks, until next Sunday. Again, apologies there of the sound levels weren't as they normal be with some of the songs of my talking. It's just been a bit of a shit show today in a lot of aspects, but sure, you can't get it right all the time, can you? Maybe we'll get it right next week. We'll see. Right, this is your last one, folks, Around the Vein. So thank you very much. And I will see you all, hopefully, all being well next Sunday.
Safi Aligarden, we ourselves are again the Ronnicum. They buds face hair, Shantir, a shinshir pasta, the akbar, pantira, not pental, and dots, I am Sabar Noel, they can their kill. On was no cell, they gone their scrape. Ni labot na bile, Charlotte cannon around na vein.
You have been listening to Rebel Podcast of Rory Carson. To listen to this and past episodes again, and to also check out future episodes, keep an eye on our official SoundCloud page. We are also available on all social media outlets. Just search Rebel Podcast. Bhí sé bh géisteach an sin is an fád cruúlaí Rebel le Rory McCarson. Le héisteach le seo agus hir hagran a ríis, agus na hagran atá le teach, caisúil ar síl efigil sugin ar SoundCloud, agus táid ar fáil ar gach cinneal ardan ar na main thuisiilta. Ní mór ditch ag fád cruúlaí Rebel a curda.